real easy for you guys at the beginning so you can find if you are a Taurus, if you are a Virgo, if you're a Capricorn. Say, I'm going to start with Taurus first, okay? I have, and I do believe that this is going to be a focus for you, Taurus, okay? Really evaluating what you have. Excuse me. But I want to make sure I get out to you guys. So I will, at the end of this, I will take and make chapters down there. You'll see the names and it'll have timestamps, okay? So you guys can go and go directly to your readings, okay? But at the end here, I do plan on doing one card pool, which I'll talk about that at the end. I'm literally just going to roll through these to make sure that I get your marches out, okay? All right, well, I'm definitely going to, you earth signs, it's stability. You guys represent the stability, okay? The firmness. It's like just like the earth. I mean, just being stable, keeping stuff in balance. That's it right there. Taurus is also represents I have. Okay, so Taurus, I will be starting with you first, then it will be Virgo, and then it will be Capricorn. All right, this is just a general reading, so it will not resonate with everybody. I'm going to pick as many pieces and parts out, just like I do Coffee Time Tarot, so I can get as many messages out for you Tauruses. All right, Taurus, let's see here. You guys are welcome to say hi when you come on. I won't be saying much until the very end, okay? All right, let's see what area of life that Tauruses will be focusing. I can already tell you right now, with you guys being earth signs, and this is going to hit. Is my title messed up? Oh, my bad. I was in a hurry. Yeah, I meant to do earth, and then I was like, I was looking at something else. I'll fix it. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now because I don't want to confuse everybody. But I was sitting here thinking, you know, I better get these out. And it's been a busy morning anyhow. But I'm like, you know what? It's something I think I want to make sure I do. Let me fix that real quick, guys. You guys are welcome to say thank you for bringing that to my attention, because I was actually sitting here talking and thinking about air signs, because that's what I'm doing next. Okay, let's see here, lives. Just give me my apologies. Let me fix that real quick. My bad. All right. All right, I think we got it now. Okay. Now check it out. It's all right. It's raining here, so I'm assuming that I'm just going to blame it on that. Okay. I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be able to do the air signs next. It just depends. Alrighty. I'm not sure if I'll get to it today or it'll be another day. And the reason I say that is on people who watch me on Facebook, I do make it very public. I do have eye issues every once in a while, and I'm having that. So if it gets to where I get a headache, then I just have to take a break. But I can read no matter what. All right, Taurus, let's get on you, Taurus. Okay, I have. And you know what? Earth signs, it's all about stability. And that's what I'm getting. This is a lot of evaluation. And you know what? The warm moon on March 7th is really standing out to me. It has been standing out to me and is standing out to every single sign. And maybe not necessarily the moon, but the feeling like something's getting ready to shift and change. People are feeling that there's going to be an action forward in their life, and they feel like they need to take an action. Others who are just sitting there, if you haven't felt it yet, I'll be very surprised. That might even you might even show it as being like a restlessness. Okay, that's kind of how your body and your brain and just gets to working before it comes on the conscious. Okay, that's especially with Taurus. Taurus, let's see what area of life we're looking at. Definitely career. Now, you know what? That has been a highlight. I did a general where it was for all signs, and that is a focus. Tauruses are definitely focused on their career, no doubt. And it's not just about the career. It's really bringing balance into their coins, and not just having just enough, but to have plenty. I mean, to where you're sitting here and you don't, I see the 9 of Swords in my head, where you're not feeling like you're anxious and you can't just function. And you guys know what I'm talking about, just stress in general. Career is definitely career. Happiness is definitely on the brains of a lot of Tauruses as well, but happiness. And for you Tauruses, with the happiness, this is going to be be surprised if success doesn't show up, because that's the end goal. Hi, guys. What? Hi, Miss Anna. Thank you, by the way, Miss the Real Empress, because I tell you what, you guys, I had it up on air signs. I was thinking air signs is next after this, and that's what I put in the title, but that's okay. It's all right. All right, so let's get right in here. Okay, we got love. And you know what? I'm going to pull one more, because you know what, Tauruses, there's a lot going on here. Yes. And marriage. Okay, I'm surprised success did not take and come up, but I think it's because with the stability and the balance, I don't think a lot of Tauruses are sitting here feeling necessarily imbalanced in what they exactly feel. I think it's more, and if you are, it comes more of like a, how do I put it? Stress, anxiety, because and a lot of you guys, it's about decisions that need to be made. Okay, so we've got career, happiness, love, and marriage. Okay, so definitely you do have your mind on your money, and some of you, it's just about whatever you're working on. Okay, some of it's not just about your career, it's you've got your eye on a prize, and you're actually going to start seeing fulfillment of this prize that you, and this is not something that you just flops in your lap. This is something that you actively have worked on for quite a while. Mentally, you really went through the clarity. Some of you guys right now, this around the warm moon, it will be shifting. Now, the reason I keep saying towards the warm moon, this is being recorded on February 22nd, so you guys can get a peek ahead what may be coming for you. So anyway, with the career and stuff, you guys have already been focusing. Some of you are. Well, thank you, Miss Dolores. Hi, everybody. Anyway, you guys have been really focused on, a lot of you, it's an end goal. And what I mean about that, it's not just about one thing here. This is the thing, is now people are juggling, but it's not in a bad way. I'm going to tell you that because I have to see this two different ways here, because not every single Taurus is going to be standing in, in their truth, in their power. And I don't usually like to use that word because I think it's used too much, but you guys get it. Your inner strength. All right. Your balance, not every single one. We all develop in different ways. This group of Taurus, I'm telling you right now, if you're not there right now and you're feeling a lot of just unclarity and just kind of what I call the squirrel moments, people are going to be finding these. But in March, you will have clarity, even if you are uncertain about it right now. This is going to be going to the Tauruses that they want the whole package. They're going to get the whole package, but they just have to make a decision. And it's multiple decisions, okay? And these decisions, I feel, are actually going to be launching and changing your life the way you live it today, literally. And how I mean by that, I mean, this is stuff that could be changing your whole career, or maybe taking and having another career and balancing together so you can balance in your life. If that's just what you got on your mind to bring your happiness so that you're able to do and expand yourself to be able to go out and do the things you like to do, or, some are saving for a, I'm hearing home. I'm hearing home for some. Okay. Home is where the heart is. And this is where it's, this group of Taurus is sitting here bringing balance back into their life in all areas. But some, if you're sitting here uncertain and you're sitting here, I don't know what to do, and I just can't, I don't know. And one day you're feeling certain about it, and the next day you're not. Trust me, guys, this is not just you guys. It is all zodiac signs. You could be walking around confident as could be one day, knowing exactly what you want. And this will be March, but I'm telling you, in March, you're going to be certain. For this group of Tauruses, I'm telling you, you guys are going to feel the shift on the warm moon, actually probably about 2 days before, 2 days after. I think most of you that are actually in the balanced direction will be taking, and your senses will be heightened. And some of you will actually have a calm that comes over you. And that's when your clarity of truth, a lot of this, you're not just thinking in the terms of just you, okay? Some of you, even if you're single, it's thinking about people as a collective, bettering other people, bettering your life, give and receive. Okay. So even if you're single, that's, it's a mind change. You've been going through this mind change, and some of you have been going through a heart change and healing. Not all Tauruses, but there are some. Some of you have actually worked really hard at closing the doors to the past. And matter of fact, some of you, what I hear, and I've been hearing this a lot with a lot of zodiac signs, you are nailing and have nailed, and you're about to put the last nail in that door to slam it completely shut. And it's not going to open anymore. Okay. Because a lot of times with some of the Tauruses, and this is some of the stuff that's going to be highlighting in March for you guys, I'm telling you, is literally, you're just going to decide. You're going to decide. That's what some of the decisions for some Tauruses. And why? Why do you need to make this decision? So you can have and focus on your career. So you can actually have that fulfilling happiness. Some of you, it's love of other people. See, a lot of you, there's other people around you. And so you're sitting here, and it's being in the here and now. March is going to be action-packed. Some of you, it's also leading to a marriage, or it revolves around a marriage. This is not going to hit all Tauruses. But with this one right here, and some of you right here, yep. Do you see right here, Tauruses? Do you see the 3 rings? This definitely is only going to hit a small group of Taurus that have literally, the decision is going to be involving their happiness. It does involve love because it involves more than one person. And what I mean by that, it's not like a third party situation, but with this ring, I think it's closing the door to an old feelings of the past. Literally, that's what so you can focus on your future. Yep, that's what I get. Okay, so however that applies to you, Taurus. Okay, let's get right on into it. I was sitting here. Let me see. How do I want to do you guys? Yeah. Okay. I have. So yeah, definitely. I love these. I love this deck right here. And see that I have. That's exactly what Tauruses are going to be focusing in March about, while taking action. This is not about sitting around. You guys are not sitting around. There's no just sitting around. You guys are up in your heads. You'll be coming out of your head here pretty soon. Literally, since this is being, and I know this is a March reading, but this is being done February 22nd. In February, around the week of February 22nd, you guys are being asked, if you're not quite sure, to kind of sit in how it's going to go, but you can feel like you're being led. All right. Your message here is to proceed softly, but get going. All right. Right now, Tauruses are evaluating and will reevaluate in the middle of March, around the 14th and 15th, what they have, who they have in their life. Okay. Why? Because you're not just chasing your career. You're not just chasing your love. You're blending all this together: career, love, happiness, and marriage. Okay. If you guys are married, if you're not, that doesn't apply to you. All right. Why? Because Taurus, you guys are literally, I got it. You guys are literally, see, it says proceed softly. My inner power grows in the moments of quietude. And see, that's the card that showed up. And that's why I felt like saying, okay, this is being recorded February 22nd. So guess what? This is when you will be sitting here proceeding softly. You're already taking action slowly in February, but you're making sure you're grounded before you do it. And that is the best thing. Why? Why? Because, and I told you, this is going to be life-changing. And it is. It's going to be life-changing, but it's a choice. So you're asked to slow down at the last part of February, which I do believe most of you did. And in March, that's when you're going to implement this. Because then it's like some of you Tauruses, it will be a realization of, if you've been up in your head about other stuff, not focusing on, and it's showing me love. There's other people around that you care about. Okay. Definitely. I use the example, and before I say this, because it's going to make sense. The example is, you may have a lot of people around you, but if you're up in your head and you haven't made a decision to let someone, places, things go, or you haven't decided on a direction, or this is about stability. This is like a stability that's going to last years into your life. It's not just like, okay, well, I think do I want Burger King or do I want Dairy Queen? Okay. It's not one of those, This is, okay. Should I say single or should I get married? It's life-changing. Should I work for somebody else or should I start my own business while working for somebody else? That feels right for some. Some of you, it's going to be about family members. It's family, friends. This is like your tribe. I'm seeing the card tribe in my head. All right. This is going to be bringing people together. This is about, and so for some Tauruses, it's about, okay, the decision is not having that tunnel vision, because here's the thing, is a lot of you Tauruses have been tunnel vision towards your career. Okay. Some of you are how your coins are coming in. Other Tauruses, I'm seeing this. You've been tunnel visioned in the past, about the past. You're about to close that door. You're launching forward. Why? Because you are choosing a new start, a new way of thinking as well. Some of you Tauruses, and I'm going to tell you, Tauruses with being the earth signs, you guys are more of on the analytical. Not that you guys aren't feeling, trust me. I do know this. My daughter's a Taurus as well. But this one here, usually it's like think. You're being asked in March to get out of your head and implement your plans forward, because this will bring life changing. It's going to be life changing. And you've had this decision around the moon. There will be a vision, or some of you, there will actually be a situation to where you are being made to make a choice. Do it, but do it within calm. Do it within clarity. Do not do it with, if you can't think, get away from the situation, take a minute, take a breath. And because this is a complete fresh start, and it's a fresh start, not just a new start. This is a fresh start, a fresh way of living. Okay. You guys are launching forward. In your brains, you've already done it in February. It's already been, but I don't know. But it's the back and forth stuff. That's going to end, okay? Because some of you also, it has to do with, and I don't always like to bring up past, but some Tauruses are literally just like the past. They're taking it off like a coat and dropping it. Do not, if you're a Taurus, if you're in March, don't hang on to that. Let it go. You have to. Why? Because this fresh start is seeing life through a lens in a different way. It's full of color, not just, we've got the color black, we've got the color white, like on the Chariot, right? You're seeing in not glass half full, not glass half empty. You're seeing in color. Life is going to start literally illuminating and looking brighter for you. Okay? It's all, this is all a choice. It is a choice. And some of you may feel like it's thrusted upon you. Some of you, it's actually, you will be changing your perspective, really, truly, because you're being led to a fresh start, okay? A fresh start, seeing stuff in a different lens, in a different color, okay? And it's showing me, see the flowers right there? If you guys missed the reading I did yesterday, literally, I'm telling you, there is big changes coming in the spring. And with spring, everybody knows that spring starts, the world starts coming back to life. Everybody starts feeling back to life a little bit more. Literally, this is what you're doing to your life, in your thoughts, your spirituality, how you interact with people. You are shucking off old feelings and thoughts, and you are now, some of you are actually opening up to a new perspective, seeing it from somebody else's perspective as well. I don't know exactly why I felt like saying that, and I'm looking at love and marriage. Okay, it's looking at it from a different lens. Okay, because I do feel, and like I said, you could be cross-watching. So if this sounds like something is going on in your world, then you can flip it. However it applies, you just take the pieces and parts. But in your career, some of you are launching forward, and it's not something that's brand new. Some of you may be just starting a new job. Okay, but that's not what this right here. This is going to hit home with those of you that have had your mind on your money and your money on your mind. But here's the thing, you Tauruses, it used to be, okay, that's what I got to focus on is career. I mean, married to your job. That's what you got to do, because that's where you didn't have to think. That's you had to think, but you were working. That's all it was. That's what I get for some of you Tauruses in the past. Some of you are changing this a little bit. You're not stopping working, but you're fresh new ways of looking at stuff. Why? Some of you, it actually has to do with family, friends, or lovers that are in your life or have come into your life that have changed your perspective. Some of you are actually with the marriage card. This is not going to, if you're not getting ready to get married or you're not married, this does not apply to you. Some of you may actually be joining together. See, we've got the flock and we've got the heart. So this is Taurus's heart in general, even if you don't have a marriage coming, have completely opening and seeing stuff in a different perspective, and it could be literally, it feels like for some of you, there's actually somebody or some bodies that have not necessarily they changed your perspective. You've changed your own, because you find there's happiness, there's been kindness. This is not going to hit home with every Taurus. I hear it already. Well, I ain't got that going on. Okay, well, this is going to be like coffee time tarot. I'm going to pull out and try to get as many messages for each person. Okay, so anyway, a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Why? Because you choose it, because you're choosing it to see it in a different perspective, to get a breath of freshness and life back into yourself, just like spring. And because sometimes it could involve a person. It could be literally a complete change in your life. Totally. Some could be picking up and totally moving. Not all. For those of you that are thinking about moving, this is live. I'm definitely picking up on especially one. You'll definitely hear some word in April. But anyway, this one right here, others of you, it's about trust. It's about trust if there's somebody or somebody's involved. Okay. Some of you, it's literally families coming together, right? After many years of loss is what I hear. Others of you, it's literally two people coming together. All right. Whether it's family, friends, lovers. Okay. Some of you may literally leveling up to the next stage in your relationship. And it's all based around a decision. That's what I get. But some of you are definitely launching your career, but off and on through March, you will be evaluating what and who you have, because you guys have been cutting clean. The people, you've been getting rid of stuff, people, places, and things. You've been cutting them, checking it off on a list. That's what I'm getting. And in March, I almost feel sorry for anybody who has a tendency to try to put any weights down on your back, because you already know what you're going to do. There might be a few fine things that you might have to tweak before you make a grand launch forward. And this is going to be a launch. Okay. I hear March, go. It's action packed. And this is determination. And this is not the stubborn side of Taurus. This is, you switched it. It's a different perspective. You're seeing things in color. That's what this is about. You are launching forward. I feel that that's passion as can be. I feel that launching forward, decisions. Yep. Following your bliss and what makes you happy. All right. You're no longer just sitting in the, some of you I'm hearing sitting in the shadows of others. You're not doing that. You're going to be, and if you need to release the shadows of others, you will be doing this. There will be situations, people, places, or things that will come into your life in March that literally will, with follow your bliss, my soul sings with joy. All right. With this one right here, they're singing to their own tune. They're singing that music again. And usually, you know, think about it. When you guys, when not just you guys, but people in general, when you're happy, a lot of people hum, don't they? But when you're not, okay, you will actually, they're in March, especially around the 17th. That's sticking out for Taurus. Around the 17th, you will, so I'm hearing news. You will get news. This is only going to hit some. You will get news that actually will make you feel like singing for joy. Okay, because the news, it's a switch. And some of you that's already made decisions in the beginning of March, it's going to stem from a decision that you made in the beginning of March around the moon. Okay, that's a short message. I want to get some other cards real quick. Let me see. I want to pick up on what else we got. March. Okay, take it. It's a good one, but you guys, I'm laughing because when I sit there and talk about stuff and then the cards show up, it's like, okay. Hi, Miss Monica. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you this card right here. We've got the Two of Swords. Excuse me. Feeling blinded by a situation, not knowing exactly which way to go. It also involves decisions. Okay, this is just backing up exactly what I said. Even if you feel at the beginning of March that you might feel blinded, and it could be somebody else presenting an option for you. You just, and fear might come up because of, if it has to do with you know, maybe you were burnt in the past. Maybe you're not that trusting. Maybe you have a reason not to trust. Okay. You will go with your gut intuition on it and you will know. You will know your instincts. Oh, you know what? We've got this position. Let's go for it. Oh, really? Me? Yay. Okay. No, if you're sure, then go for it. But if you're not, then just take a minute, sit back and okay, I'm gonna think about this for a little bit. And you know, if it's the right position, it's gonna be there 3 or 4 days later, you know. But just sit back. Just, you know, don't be sitting on the fence. There's no more. Tauruses, do not sit on the fence about stuff anymore. It's time for you guys to step forward and make your voices heard. And I feel like saying that because some of you literally about speaking your truth and speaking up. And doing it in a different way than you might have in the past, more compassionately. Some of you, I'm going to tell you right now, because I hear this right now. Well, you know what, such and such, I've got to tell them exactly what I think. I understand this. Okay, sometimes it's just turning around and walking away for people, situations for your peace. However it applies to you, Tauruses, I'm telling you, don't put yourself in that sitting on the fence, because you are launching forward in March, and it is the most ample opportune time to do it, because it's not going to get any slower for you guys. It is not. It's going to, and this is literally, if you guys hadn't watched the 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands reading I done, this is an example I'm going to use. March is the choice you make in March is going to determine your 10 of Cups or your 10 of Wands. Is it going to be a burden, or are you going to bring your happiness? The decision is this month. I'm going to tell you that right now. Every zodiac sign, 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. And you guys will understand it towards the end of the month. All right. So anyway, yeah, some of you, it's about making decisions, even if they may be painful. Some may be painful, but here's the thing, is having faith and knowing you're going in the right direction. You just feel led. You feel like, go, launch it, do it. Because here's another thing, is I'm also hearing some Tauruses going, it's not the right time. I don't have X, Y, and Z done. It's, you know what? When you're on the right direction 9 times out of 10, whether it's job, just change, total change in life, or it has to do with relationships, there's no necessarily right. Usually there's all kinds of stuff going on. It's never going to be stop waiting for the perfect moment. Launch forward. Do not sit on the fence. Whether it's, and for some of you, it could be walking away from people. Whatever it is, don't sit on the fence because it's just holding up your happiness that's coming. Okay? That is exactly what's going on. So Tauruses, you're evaluating what you have in your life big time. And I think you're going to really reevaluate this around the 14th and 15th. But you're not going to be sitting here mulling over the same stuff. Nope, not continually. You're going to let it go and you're going to launch forward, whether it's in your career. It could be within a relationship. It's a shift in relationship. Others, it's about family, friends. I'm hearing tribe. Whoever are your people. Literally, that's what I'm getting. Why? Because you're choosing happiness and love, which will be your 10 of Cups. Okay, so that's what the baseline of this reading is going to be about. If you choose the 10 of Cups, which is not to sit on the fence, don't be indecisive. Don't feel like you're weak. That's another thing. You're not sitting there letting people, past thoughts, past words hold you back anymore. That's what you need. If you need to release that, get on it. Let it go. People, places, and things. And I also feel like saying this as well. And like I said, this being live, so I'm probably picking up on somebody here. If somebody is meant to be in your life, they will gravitate back to you. If they're not, you need to take your own path. And I say this a lot when I'm reading people. I'm telling you right now, truly, this is about your happiness. And if that's what if the part, and since I'm picking up, yeah, definitely release, have faith, because those who are supposed to be around will gravitate to you. A universal, literally, I feel it's a universal law. It really truly does. And you attract what you give out. So remember that. Yep. Some of you will actually in March be standing your ground, and this is going to be some kind of decision. And I'm instantly seeing marriage. Okay. So here's where it's switching to another group of Taurus. Marriage. You'll be standing your ground. All right. You may feel like a battlefield. You're going to, if you're sitting on a fence on something and you know the facts, then implement. Okay. Make a decision. Don't sit on the fence. If you have something going on that has to do with and you don't have to necessarily be married. Okay. But it's saying marriage. This is some kind of union. It could be like a union, it is a union, but you know what I mean? It's like a marriage. It could even be a common law marriage, whatever this is. Right? Standing up for what you believe in. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm not going to take them all, but I will take, here's your 10 of Wands. Don't choose that. Moving forward. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take them because it's just backing up what I told you guys. That's a lot of cards, but that's okay. That's how my guides work. All right. Yeah. Okay. Around the situation is because of what I'm talking to you guys, to Tauruses, about this situation. If you have a situation going on in a marriage or a union or a partnership to where you're having to stand your ground, these cards right here apply, and I'm going to just intuitively pull out. Okay. I'm not going to pull every meaning. I'm not going to pull out zodiac signs right now. Basically, the gist of it is, this will let you guys know whether or not this is for you or not. It's basically feeling left out in the cold in some kind of partnership. And with the 10 of Wands, it's become a great burden. I'm telling you right now, you need to choose your 10 of Cups and you need to lay your burden down. Why? Because with the Chariot right here, and yes, there's many meanings, but this is what I'm being told about this. I'm not going to get into it all. This is right here. All right, with the Chariot, do you see right there? Do you see? There's black, there's white. But that seems to be in my head. It's just sitting there. Why? Because sitting on the fence about something. Not moving forward. Sometimes you get in whatever, a comfort zone or whatever it is. I don't think it's really a comfort zone. You'll be able to overcome this standstill in your life with this marriage, this partnership, by this decision. Okay. Yep. You are not to be like this. When you look at the Chariot, to me, instantly, it was like it was just standing still. You need to move forward with your decision, whatever this is about. Some will be literally, I hear fix it. Others, your circumstances. But don't sit on the fence about it. All right. You need, again, this is an example. Who's in your corner? Who's sitting here poking holes in your boat? Okay. But that's not going to apply to everybody, because some people have good marriages and there's just, people just kind of go get busy, because Taurus, you've definitely been focusing on your career. You've been tunnel visioned. The other person may have been too. Okay. It doesn't mean it's just throw it all up there and say kapoosh with it. That's not what it's about. The Chariot, the way, if you choose the 10 of Cup route, which I don't see the 10 of Cups yet, because this is the route that this is going down, which would be the 10 of Wands. This is where you're being asked to turn around and do not do this if this comes up, and get off the fence and make your decision. You already have it in your mind. Speak your truth, but do it fair. With the Chariot here, it's actually you're being asked to move forward towards victory, not to stand still, not to be like the Hanged Man, you know, stale and stagnant. That's it. If there's stale and stagnancy within a relationship, this is not going to hit all Tauruses. If there's a stagnancy within a relationship, you're being asked to quit sitting on the fence and actually do something about it. Okay? You're being asked to launch forward with your decisions and to take and bring happiness. Some of you, it's not just about you. Others of you, you're to bring happiness into your life, because these decisions that Tauruses are launching forward, not just in relationships, but across the board, is life-changing in March. Yep. Anyway, talking about, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. All right, really looking over your work, and you're going to start seeing, and in January, you might have seen a little trickle of that. We're bouncing over to career now, because I'm off that one now. Bouncing over to the career part, things coming to fruition, all the hard work you've done, you're starting to see payoff in March, okay? But you may be sitting here, yes, you know what, this is, at the beginning, you'd be like, okay, oh, here it comes, and then it might be like a day or two. I'm going to tell you right now, if you've been focused on a career and it's been feast or famine, and any of you guys who are self-employed definitely understand this, this is not, number one, don't be self-prophesizing. I'm going to tell you, I don't know why I feel like saying that yet, because I'm telling you, it's launching forward. This is launching forward. Whatever you've been working, and some of you, it's many things. I see plates spinning in the air. You've held them up wonderfully. In the past, they may have crashed, but you started again. And if this, for some of, happiness and love, I'm telling you what, you're getting ready to turn a corner. You just need to go ahead and just get going on it and have faith in yourself and launch. Here, launch. It comes to a career, you've been working on it, and you just saw a little trickle here and there. I'm telling you, March is the go month. Go, because for those of you who are, and it may not just be something new. It may be newer to you. It may be a different way of making money for you. But here's the thing, launch it, go. Okay. That here, because all the stuff you've been working on, and that's going to hit home with this card right here. This one right here, that's what it's talking about. You've been working really, really, really hard. Just check the fine details, okay? But it's launching forward. That's what I feel, because you've been manifesting this for a long time. All right. We've got next is the 9 of Wands. Right, feeling beaten and battered. But here's the thing. Do you see that he's got his blindfold off? He is not. He sees what's going on. So what you may have been blinded with this decision, that's why I feel you're moving forward. Some of you may be feeling beaten and battered at first, but you're seeing the truth of a situation. These are just individual messages that will be going out to different Tauruses. All right. Yep. You may be worn out. Definitely, whether it's career, just in life, because sometimes if there's unresolved issues or there's decisions that haven't been made, which you've already made it, you just need to implement, then it will make you feel tired, beaten, and battered, right? Mentally, because sometimes your mental will be like even harder than, it just basically makes it harder for you to concentrate and everything else. Okay, you guys in March are launching forward. It is to go, because you know what? The same decision keeps coming to your head over and over, Tauruses. That's what you need to stick to. Some of you, I'm hearing, stick to your guns. All right? Yep. Your message is you are nearly there for some Tauruses, especially with, and I'm the launch. I keep seeing launch. And it's like one of those little banners that go around on the head. That's how I'm reading it. Okay. So anyway, yes, because we have the Justice card, balance is coming back in. And for some of you that has any law that's going on that has to do with the judicial system, justice is going to be served, even though it had been imbalanced in the past. All right. Just hang in there. That's going to go out to a few. But the thing is, it will be balanced as long as there's honesty and truth involved in that situation. So make sure that you work with integrity within yourself, okay? Because the truth will be revealed. I'm picking up on somebody on here. Yep. And what you give out is what you give back. So make sure being fair and balanced in your life. Some of you, you're being asked right here with the 4 of Cups to not sit there and continue to focus on stuff that, is no longer in your reach, people, places, or things, or thoughts, or dreams. Because here's the thing, don't get stuck in that old pattern when you're already launching forward in different directions. As far as your brain, literally your whole spirit, your brain is expanding, and you're being drawn. You feel drawn, but you're being asked not to sit here and focus, especially on the past and what is no longer there. Okay, do you see this offering right over here? Right there. Do not miss an opportunity, especially if that sounds like you. Yeah, don't be sitting here focused up in your head that you miss an opportunity that's being offered to you. And it could change, it definitely could change your life. Literally, life altering, completely the way you live your life. Like it's showing me, it's changing from, if you've had a lot of burden, then it's going to change to the 10 of Cups. Why? But here's the thing is, don't miss opportunities. People, places, sometimes it's offering of things, but that's very minor, because for whatever reason, yeah, you guys are focused on, Tauruses are focused on the material, but that's not what's behind this one. Not at all. So don't get so up in your head. Taurus, you are asked in March to get out of your head. Pay attention. Pay attention. Really just get right with whatever it is you need to be getting right with. Get balance in your head, so that way you're not missing these opportunities. Okay? And here's the thing, is with this card right here, you're being asked to not to be getting up in your head. Whatever this decision's about, you've done enough thinking about it. Sometimes you can overanalyze stuff. It's time to stop overanalyzing stuff, because that's when life starts being stale and stagnant, same old, especially if you got somebody else involved. Because don't think it's not going to affect the other person. They'll, you know, if you're sitting here and, yeah, frustration, weariness, if you just don't, it's cause and effect. All right. And I will, for some reason, I will take and pull a couple love cards for Taurus. Let's see. Then next, here's the judgment, the decision. And this is not just about you. This feels like it's a welfare of other people involved as well, too. You're thinking of other people, whether it's just, you know, the people in your community. It could be people who are close to you, family, friends, lovers, however this applies to you. You're not just thinking just you. This is not a selfish thing. This is not a stubborn thing. You're thinking in the collective. You're thinking of necessarily everybody, but those friends, lovers. Some of you, it's actually getting active in your community. Okay, giving back and helping. Right? There is going to be a judgment that comes down. And I'm telling you, I see the 6 of Swords in my head. It's moving on, but it's not just moving on with yourself. Because in that boat, there are other people. So you're thinking not just of yourself at all. And that's not a surprise. Okay, Tauruses are very loving people. Like I said, my daughter's a Taurus. Some of the most kind-hearted people, but don't cross them. Because that's when those horns are going to get you. So definitely stick to your, and like I said, some of you are going to be watching this to be like, well, that sounds like from the other side. You know, if you're cross-watching, then how you, because you will know your situation. All right, some of you literally will take and may have all of a sudden, there may be an off, that's it, the 4 of Cups for some of you. This offering, if you've been thinking about relocating, or just basically just like to have a vamp of fresh life, don't get so up in your head on the feelings of how you feel about that. Rolling the same thing around that you've been rolling around possibly months, maybe years. It's time to put, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not being cruel. If you're holding any demons of your own, it's time to let those go so you can grasp the opportunity that's going on. That's where I'm supposed to leave that. Okay. Yep. Why? Okay, we've got the 10 of Swords. All right, this is as low as you can go. This could be depression. This could be down. This could be people actually stabbing you in the back. But see, this right here feels like, and remember the judgment here? This could be reasons why you're making this decision. But also, I'm going to tell you again, do not get caught up in your head that you missed this 4 of Cups where it's being offered because you're so focused on something else. Okay, because there's something being offered. It could come out of the blue. Literally, for some of you, it's going to be like, oh, that's too good to be true. I'm not going to say you're going to have the Prince Charming and Princess Charming or whatever. I mean, this is life. We have to think in the here. We have to think in the now and the reality of it. But life can be very good. Stay out of your head. Some of you, it's going to feel like the 10 of Swords. The 10s are completions. It's done. It's over. It's time to let it go. Others of you, if the 10 of Swords comes down, I'm seeing the Tower in my head as well, but it's not showing here. So this is something you're being not to make it into a tarot moment. It may feel like this, but here's the thing. You're being asked to see it from the Ten of Cups side. Know that you're being directed, and it's going to, this judgment, and it might not be your judgment. It may be somebody else's judgment. There's decision coming. You are going to have to make a decision. That I get. But here's the thing is, don't sit in your Ten of Swords. No matter what people say, what people do, know that you're being guided. Okay? Those of you who feel like you're being veiled and people are not telling you exactly what's going on, truth will come out in March. Okay? Make sure that you're not that person that's veiling people. But the thing that is, it's leading you to a better life for yourself. Okay? Some of you, it's going to bring people. There may be situations with the Ten of Swords that's going to bring, and I know this sounds, I'm going to give the message. It's actually going to bring people closer together. And it's not the hottest situation on earth. I'm picking up on different groups of Tauruses. This is not going to apply to all. All right. Some of you will see, if it have family, friends, lovers, there may be betrayals. This is only for a short amount of you. See it for what it is. Don't get stuck in the Four of Cups, the apathy card, where you can't see an opportunity because you're so focused on that. This is short-lived. I'm going to tell you what, this is short-lived. March is the month, and this may be some of you, this is what you're overcoming. So it's like feeling like, don't let yourself get down to feel like you're defeated, because actually with the wheel, this is the other card, with the wheel, this wheel's upright. It's not reversed. I don't see it in my head slowly turning. When I see that, that means stuff's getting ready to turn. No, you are firm and upright. That's what's going on with you Tauruses. All right. It is good luck. It's like good luck is going to be swinging in. Okay. Whenever, even if you do not sit in the Ten of Swords, no matter, and there could be external situations that happen that will make you feel like this. Here's the thing. And some of it could be thoughts that feel, how do I put this? I have to be careful because I'm pretty straightforward on stuff. It could be thoughts that could actually be holding you down emotionally. It could be because of loss. It could be because of you'll be closing those doors. Now this loss, and I'm going to say this right now because I do feel that there's a Taurus on here right now that literally, if the loss has been recent, you know, you've got to go through that. But here's the thing. Your wheel's on the upright. And Tauruses are not just strong people personally, like personality wise, they are strong souled. So do not allow this Ten of Swords or this feeling of the Ten of Swords, do not live in it. Okay, feel it. If it's a fresh thing and somebody's no longer there, feel it and think of the good things. Think of the good times. That's what I feel like saying this because there's a Taurus on here. All right. Anyway, the good luck. And like I said, karma, what goes around comes around. So, and I'm telling you, this is going to be for those of you that have chose cups that really decide what you give and receive. You believe in this highly, right? And you've been open to receiving because universally, maybe you've been giving for years. And it's not all about what I get. It's not that attitude. It's I'm open to see a different, to receive. It's backward, even flow back and forth. Okay. Ebb and flow. That's what I'm hearing. All right. Your wheel is upright. And I'm telling you what, it's going to be very fortunate, this decision that comes down. And I'm not talking about if you lost somebody, do not apply that. That's just going to could be a hiccup. And it's not a hiccup. I don't mean that like blunt, like a non-feeling way. I mean that as it'll glitch your brain out for a hot minute. And the thing is, you're being asked to take and not miss an opportunity that is coming in. I mean, you've got to bring balance back into this situation as soon as possible. Okay. So anyway, definitely Tauruses, you will be standing up for what you believe in, who you love, what you love. Okay. Decisions are going to be made. You're taking your happiness back. And a lot of you, it's not just about you. It's about a lot of people. And what I mean by that, some of you, it's collectively people who are like your tribe. Others of you, it's families coming together. Others of you, it's reconnection of friends. Some of you, and yes, I remember that I was going to pull a little bit out of the love deck, and I'll do that real quick before I move on to the next sign. But you're bringing, it's coming together. family, friends, lover. It's like reconnecting. Some of you, it could actually be a reconnection of, I hear an old flame. That's only going to hit very small Tauruses, I tell you. So you must be on here live right now. Okay, so just earlier, I did see the love deck on here. I'm not going to pull any up because Taurus is really, I mean, if you guys are ungrounded, you guys don't stay there. You don't sit there. And you're being asked to, no matter what it is. And it's going to shift. Don't miss opportunities. And some of you, this is opportunities that will change your life. Stand your ground. Speak your truth. And talking, okay. All right. So the message I have, this is going to be going out to those who it definitely has to do with the love deck. So this is, I don't believe this is going to be about family or friends. This actually has to do with love. Maybe in the past, what I instantly saw in my head was I'm looking at love and marriage. Okay. You're seeking happiness, seeking career. I mean, you really got your eyes on all the prizes is what you got. But what could be holding you up? What could be holding you up? And that's where that cup is that's being offered to you. Or you're wanting to offer this cup. However, vice versa. Here's the thing. If you are so used to living in a way of the 7 of Wands where life's a constant battle within relationships, this may be learning how to be behaving different because maybe you're with somebody else that's different from the other person that you're used to. You know, maybe it was fighting all the time. Maybe it felt like a personal battle all the time. Maybe you're still battling how you felt about that. That's coming to an end. Yep. Why? Because we have the sword and the rose. This is going to hit probably maybe 1, maybe 2. I know it's going to hit 1, but it's going to hit maybe 2. Okay. This is going to be, and I'm going to do a closing thought for Taurus. We've got clarity, truth, and revelation. You're going to have a revelation, right? That's what I feel. We've got the palm tree. Stability and growth. This is what it's about. This is what the decision's about. Yep. Some of you, and the one I'm feeling right here, this is not where you're going to take the high road. Okay, this is not the high road status. Conversation coming, talking. Okay, interested, talking more. But this right here, the sunglasses, to me, I'm going to tell you right now, this is somebody hiding what they're truly feeling. That's what I get. So whether you're married or you're not married, standing your ground, if you're so used, it's like that's what the decision's about. And then I'll look at it from one other way. All right. Then we've got girl talk. Right here is literally moving on, and it's talking about you may be moving on from the situation, but this one really feels like it's not that. It's talking about living in the moment, having. I had a feel this is coming up. Here's the chaser dynamics. There's going to be a runner. This is some kind of soul connection. I'm going to tell you that right now. This feels like it passed. We've got the snake. Truths and revelations have came. All right. We've got kisses, and I feel like putting that over the past. That one right there, I'm going to tell you right now. Even though it should have been giving and receiving, unfortunately, it looked to me like there was some, I'm not going to, like I said, this is just general. You got the snake. Somebody was not exactly who they said they were. What's happening now? This is what the decision with this group right here. The Phoenix, new phase. Okay, some of you may be rekindling, but this really feels like coming together. Transform. Changed mind. Okay, because why? Because some kind of decision's made. In the past, how you been dealing with it? Not today. Okay. Now, that is not supposed to make sense for every single Taurus. That is actually going to hit the ears that's supposed to hit, okay? That is definitely not going to hit all you guys. I'm going to do one more on standing your ground, and we're going to see it from, well, let's just let the card say. It's just going to say it. Okay, those of you that's in a marriage, whether, and I'm going to put it in 2 different ways, whether you're sitting here and you're standing your ground and you're not going to be pushed around anymore, you're going to see the 2 different ways. Being pushed around anymore, you're not going to sit here and keep your silence. It could be a marriage where you may be getting ready to make a decision on if you're feeling like that. This is going to apply to each one example. I give you this card right here. Okay, this one right here, or the other way is is you're finally sitting here. Maybe you felt in the past that everything, and like it could be a battle too, making a decision about this. This will be the good spectrum. Love, it's not just about you. You're not just thinking about yourself. And like I said, we've got the 7 of Wands. In the past, you may have had to stand up for yourself, constantly a battle. Maybe you have somebody new in your life. And maybe you're not so new, and maybe you guys just haven't really connected on that level. Like you could be married and it seems like you're in 2 different worlds. But there's a chance, and you know that there's a chance. So see it from the spectrum of, okay, well, I've made up my mind. I can't take any more of this crap. I'm done. It's just, you're draining my energy. This is not going to work. I don't see any way out of it. Okay. Or the one literally where you're sitting here and it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's stale and stagnant. Maybe there's a decision that I need to make a decision, or vice versa. I really think it's Taurus. But you're so used to, for whatever reason, I've seen 2 different people in the same household living 2 different lives. However that applies to you. And I don't think it's in a bad way, but apply it how you will. But yet they're still caring. Phoenix, rising above this. Like the ashes, they rise like the phoenix. Okay? So whether you're at the end of one where you are make a decisive decision, you've been sitting on the fence, you know for a fact that it is not. You're tired of all the battling. You're tired of all the fighting. You're about to rise like a phoenix. You're about to, I think I heard hightail it. You're done. If you're sitting here on the other spectrum right here, and it's where you get busy in life. That's what it feels like. It's just kind of like got busy in life and it just kind of went like that. But they're still carrying here. Okay. And there's some kind of union, whether you're really married or it's just like a marriage. Okay. In your mind, maybe that's how you feel. But you feel like it's become challenging because there's a disconnect. All right. The disconnect, I can tell you right now, if that feels like you, the disconnect come from either one or both parties sitting here and they had tunnel vision to where the other party literally don't think they didn't feel it. And then it just became clashing. Your message is you can rise above this. If there's true feelings and there was true love there, you can rise above this. It doesn't always have to be a constant battle all the time. Sometimes it just stems from heart feelings or misunderstandings because there's not clarity or clear communication. You can rise above this. Some of you could even be separated from this person that you do care about. All right. New phase. Some of you, and I said could be separated. Some of you could be, but you may still be married, or it's still a union within your heart and you can still feel each other because there was a runner chaser dynamics here. It says possible rekindling. But see, it's decision. Don't let stubbornness or pride, if it's one of those situations, get in the way. Now, if it's the other one, go for it. Don't look back. You get that hammer and you just nail that damn door shut. Do not open that again. Okay? Because, yeah, as you get older, you'll learn really fast. You're like, no. No. But if there was love there, I'm telling you, transformation, growth, somebody has a changed mind. All right? There could even be harsh words said. All right, Taurus, I'm going to do a closing thought for you. And yes, these are going to be a little bit longer, but they are full monthlies. But I want to make sure, and that's why I'm going to put the timestamps on there so you guys can read your sections. All right, instead of having to sit through the whole thing. Unless you're on the live, a lot of people just like to sit on the lives. I like saying hi. Who else on here? Say hi. I don't even know how many's on here. Okay, I'm going to do a closing thought for you, Tauruses. Okay, but definitely don't sit on the fence this month, Taurus. In March, do not do this. Instead of evaluating just all you have, I think your perception is going to turn, look at all I have. Look what I really have in my life. That's what I get. You'll be looking at it through a different lens. You already started looking at it through a different lens. And some of you have been sitting there silently about it. Decisions will be made in March. That's what I get. Around that love scenario, the 2 spectrums I saw right there, for the first one where it's getting ready to, like, it's not, going, you're going to make a decision. Somebody is. Don't let it be a surprise. If you know something's coming, don't let it be a surprise to you. Go ahead and get your ducks. Somebody said ducks in order. Yeah, yesterday. Yes, ducks in an order. Okay, because you already know it's coming. Don't be blinded to the situation. If it's not so hot, just get yourself prepared. It's going to launch you in a better direction. All right. For the other ones, and for a date around that, for if you're feeling like that's happening to you, 19th of March. That's what I'm getting. For the other ones where you've just been sitting here and it's a decision, right? But it's kind of like you want to be closer together. Maybe you could even be separated at this moment, but it's still, there's love there. This whole thing's not just about love, but this one's highlighting because this is like weighing. This will keep you to where don't squirrel your brain. You need to launch it forward in March. That's why I'm taking time with this one. With that one right there, no matter what the spectrum is, it's kind of like there's a separation there. Whether you're in the same household and you're in two different worlds, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a disconnect, but yet you're connected. So that's what I'm thinking. This is a soul connection of some kind. Don't stop sitting on the fence. You know what your decision is, and actually it will switch everything completely around. That's the good spectrum. You know, if you know it can be, I don't even think it's really necessarily an imbalance. I think it's a lack of communication, and I think it's a lack of clarity. Give your clarity. All right, let's get a closing thought for you Tauruses. And then we'll move on to Virgos. Feels right. Rising above it. This pretty much sums up all Taurus's reading for March. You're going to rise above it. You are really going to launch forward, whether it's your spirituality is really showing people how you shine. See how she's shining? She is coming up. She's rising like the phoenix. That's what I feel. You know what? Literally, you guys are going to be rising like the phoenix, coming out of the ashes. Some of you, it's where it was just burnt. It just seemed like everything was burnt down. You are now rising again. That's what I feel. Yep. I see only beauty and grace, seeing stuff in life and people. Now, I'm not talking everybody. I'm talking, you guys are you guys have your, certain ones. You guys know what I'm talking about. Your tribe, people who are your own. I see only beauty and grace. Okay. Well, I'm not saying you're going to walk around delusionally looking, oh, this is so pretty. No, that's not that. It's actually seeing it through a different lens instead of a more negative perspective, always expecting bad. Do not miss the opportunities in March. Don't. If you don't stay so focused on stuff that you're missing an opportunity that may be standing or offered right there. Okay. All right, guys. It really wasn't that bad. I like that one, Tauruses. Some of you, I thought so. Mending bridges. Some of you are mending bridges. This is still Tauruses. Mending bridges from the past, bringing yourself back from the past. All Tauruses, bring yourself back from the past, and you're now launching towards the future. Different perspective. Yep. Okay, we are going to be moving on to Virgos. All right, feels right. That feels complete. I would have done like three different videos, but you know what? We'll just do it all together. All right, Virgos. I analyze, Virgos. Don't overthink everything in March. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to show. I guarantee it. All right. Yep. Where do you stand? That's instantly what I hear, Virgos. Where do I want to go with you guys? Yeah, we'll do it that way, I guess. No. If you guys are new on here, if you see me bouncing around, I'm an intuitive reader. So I read tarot cards, but I can read. I sit here and look at my stone and I'll start telling you. I love cards, though. They kind of give you a broader spectrum of what's going on. Yes. Virgo, we've got blessed. These are just going to be the base for it. Virgos, March. Virgos, I hear overcome. I overcome all obstacles in my way. Determination is the key. And you will have this in March. Exchanging gifts for some. We've got breathe. Some of you Virgos will be standing alone. We've got yang. We've got chop the wood. I'm telling you, everybody's got the family on the mind. True, really, your tribe. However that applies to you, a tribe. And that's awesome because you're moving. And see, with these right here, in my head, when I see these right here, those flags, that's family. Okay. Higher power, faith restored. Yep. All right. What else? Anything else? This is what you're being asked to make sure you don't catch yourself. Don't let yourself do this in March. I'm telling you. If you do, don't sit there very long. Why? Why? I want knowledge on something. Why did this happen? Why? Don't let it be a 4 cups. Don't do it. I see. This is what you guys are going to be overcoming. You may have a hot minutes here and there in March, but this is overcoming, feeling blessed. You will not be feeling like this. This is reading a little bit different than I normally read it. Just nothing new. This right here is how you're going to be feeling in March. This is what you're being asked to not sit in. Is some of you will be learning a truth. This one right here, let's just get this out of the way. The why right here, where she's sitting here and there's a why, and it's wanting to gain knowledge, and she's getting ready to turn that book around and look at it. You will gain the knowledge that you're going to be feeling actually more centered and blessed in March. Yes. And you'll stop asking why. Others of you, this is revolving around your literal home, or it has to do with how, home is where the heart is. Some of you will actually be not just implementing this, you will be finding this. Okay. What I mean by that is it'll be a settling within souls for some of you. Others, it's literally settling with, and don't take this wrong, because you don't just settle with anybody, but this is like a settling soul with somebody else. Okay. And also it's about the home. I'm also hearing about his home situation, to where it's been kind of up in the air. It's been kind of almost like a chaos and conflict in the past, but this group of Virgo right here is getting ready to, I see, chop the wood. There's about to be a message, which along with the exchange, the gifts, there's about to be a message that has to involve paperwork that is going to change perspective. Yep. No place like home. And it's going to start feeling like home. Yep. Why? Okay. This one right here, let's bounce back to this one real quick, and then I'll go over the whole thing. Under the blessed, yang, and why, that situation right there could very, very possibly, because it's showing me the yang, that's standing alone. Okay. There might be a situation. It feels like a situation asking a lot of questions. Why? Whether it's a family member that's not there anymore, or you're standing alone in a situation with the family, lover, or friend. Okay. And maybe that person is and showing me feeling blessed, just sitting in your peace. Yep. We'll get into it here in a minute. But I think you're about to reveal it. You're going to understand the truth. That's what I get. Anyway, higher power. We've got higher power here, and that's going to be the result card. Okay. Virgo, you're being asked to take, and definitely in February, the last part of February, and this is being recorded in February. Matter of fact, the 22nd, because I want everybody to be able to have a heads up and see what's coming. In February, it's not just been February. You're really analyzing this is another sign, who you have in your life, who's not in your life anymore. Okay. Just really analyzing life itself. Okay. Higher power. I'm going to tell you right now, you've been working on restoring your faith. And this is the faith in, I'm hearing for some of you, it's a lack of faith of people. Right? Others of you, it's a lack of faith and higher power, because of that you come through is in leaving you. Why did this happen? All right. You're being asked to take, and it's faith within self. I don't know if I can do this. Why, can I do this? And that's definitely going to hit a Virgo, especially if in a past relationship or a childhood, whatever it was a family, a tribe, lovers. This is a message for somebody that's on here. You had a situation. Don't be sitting. You need to restore faith in yourself as well, because you need to stop. No past patterns. This is where you leave it behind, and don't overanalyze stuff. Okay. And don't pick yourself apart. This is going to hit a Virgo that has actually been picking themselves apart all the time, because how they were treated in the past. Okay. It's time to really just take yourself back and really start having faith again. Right? That's where because March is a go, go, go. That's only going to hit probably one Virgo, maybe two. But anyway, so with this one right here on the fates, the tribe, and breathe, there may be a moment around your tribe, whether it's family, friends, lovers, people who are your own. This one right here, you're being asked to breathe. Why? Because with the fates right here, You see that? You see how she's blinded? She can't see everything right now. Just because you don't have all the answers right now, I can tell you right now, what I'm hearing in my head, it's written in the stars. Okay, this is a destined thing. All right? Just breathe. This situation is actually, nothing will come of this situation. That's exactly what I just heard. Nothing will come of this situation within the tribe. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. The fates. This is part of a destined course for you. All right. We'll get into it here in a minute. But those are the real short messages real fast. Get a drink real quick. Let me 12:21. Okay. I've got a reading I've got to do here after a little bit. So I may just message them and say, hey, I'm still doing the earth signs. Okay. So anyway, with this one right here, blessed. Where do I want to go with this? Blessed, exchanging gifts, breathe. Like here. Yep. All right. My guides say yes. I'm going to start this way right here. I was like, what in the world? Okay, blessed, yang, why? Let's see what this is about. Feels right. All right. Standing in your power is what I feel. And like I said, again, I'm one of the, I don't like to use that all the time. I truly don't, because I think it's used too much. But this is literally, sometimes you need to have your power and faith within yourself around a situation restored. This is going to be happening. Definitely. Higher power is the end result right here. So feeling blessed, you will be feeling blessed, even though you may be standing alone. Actually, I think you're standing firm alone. All right. Even if it's a decision to where you can have somebody else around you. For some reason, this feels right for some. It's a decision where you're standing alone in what you're wanting to do, or you're still asking, and there's questions why. You have questions why. Okay. But even for some reason, some of you will be standing alone. There may be somebody around you. Okay. Here's the thing. You'll be standing firmly and feeling more blessed and not asking why so much all the time, because the answers are going to reveal themselves. It truly is, especially if you're in a situation like that around the 21st. 21st, that sounds like you. But you'll be standing firmly on your own. Put that in your head now. Okay? And this definitely does revolve around another person as well. Okay? The other way I'm seeing this, what's this about? 7 of Swords. Okay, some of you, this is about literally, whether it's emotional, physical, material, it's just really grabbing. It feels like it's just taking stuff and going. Other spectrum of this is actually where it's been some kind of thievery, something's been taken away. I'm also hearing dishonesty and asking why. All right. All right. So what this is talking about, this is definitely not going to hit every single, it's supposed to be somebody you love, family, friend, lover. Okay, so anyway, this is going to hit a very small group of Virgos. Feeling blessed, this is how you are going to, and even if you don't feel like this, Virgo, and you have something like this going on, because whatever it was that went on through here, it had a lack of consciousness to it. Like literally, if there's somebody else involved with it, there's lack of consciousness, lack of just, I'm hearing empathy too. Anyway, you'll be standing more, feeling blessed and having some kind of faith restored. You'll be having more faith in yourself, even if you're standing alone. I'm going to tell you that right now. And here's the thing too. I do feel you will get some answers, but here's the thing. You need to stop. Don't live your life with the why. Don't do that. Sometimes doors close for a reason. Okay. Sometimes you just need to, you need to accept the simple fact that you may not get every single answer. All right. But you will be feeling more blessed. I do think there are answers coming, but I don't, why do I keep hearing dig? Don't get so up and this is not just up in your head. Do not become obsessive digging, because also the 7 of Swords also represents a type of spying on somebody else. Don't do that. Don't turn the situation into that. If it's one of those scenarios, don't do it. Don't even waste your time. Nope. This could also do with, it definitely has to do with love. It also, we have the King of Cups. But anyway, with this one right here, I know it's got a bunch of signs in it. It could be Pisces. It's a water sign. But anyway, trust of wealth, knowledge, caring. You're going to get the knowledge that you need. Trust this. It will restore some faith in the situation, in yourself. I don't know if it's necessarily going to restore faith in others. I don't know why I'm saying anything about that, because it does feel like something was taken away. But here's the thing is, if you're in a situation, don't dig so much to where that's all you see. It becomes obsessive. Don't. If it's a love scenario or a family scenario, just don't do it. I'm telling you, it's just, you are to be focusing, and you're going to have your faith restored in March. I'm going to tell you that right now. But don't get so caught up on getting all the why. Don't do it, because you'll miss the answers. That's what I'm getting. I mean, it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you quick. You're going to be feeling blessed. Your faith is going to be more restored. Just don't become, it's not just tunnel vision. It's obsessed. Okay, that's definitely not every single Virgo. My Lord. All right, let me see. You know what? That's how I'm going to do it on this one. I tell you what, I did Taurus. Taurus has got a lot of stuff going on. Virgos, yours is pretty much, you just like, that's the general feel on this one is, yeah, you know what? Well, this is how, cut to the chase. That's what it is. I'm about restoring faith. You've already worked through most of the issues and the problems. And so these are just telling you, see, Taurus, I was just talking about Taurus. They had follow bliss. But you guys is more of a, for March. So what's going to, so I want to restore faith. I'm waiting. I've already been through stuff. I just want not necessarily get to the end result of it, but what heads up if you're in a situation like that. And definitely just to let you guys know, your faith will be restored in March. It is a go month for you guys too, no doubt. But a lot of you guys they're showing me healing within family, within self. Really, here's putting the work in. And this has to do with the home. I'm going to tell you what, it's going to change your life. That one, we'll get to that one here in a minute. But definitely, your faith is going to be restored. Here's the thing, is I think with Virgos, you guys are sitting there and with the four on Tauruses, it's the Four of Cups. At the beginning here, I saw it in my head. I was like, oh no, please don't, because you got to pay attention. You guys are paying attention. Okay, make sure you're paying attention. That's why you're being shown here. If you have something going on, don't become obsessive about it. Pay attention. Have faith. Even if you're standing on your own in how you believe, you feel physically, maybe you're standing on your own. Your faith is going to be restored in March. But whatever the situation's about, don't stick to the walls. For some reason, I don't know why I'm going back to this, but I'm going back to it. Start focusing on blessed, sitting in your peace, higher power. It will take, and your faith will be restored. That's what I'm getting. But don't take it to the negative spectrum of it becoming an obsession. Even if there is injustice that's happened, don't miss an opportunity that's coming in March. Don't. Right here, to get right with yourself with it. If you have to get right with others, and I don't mean they don't have to be right there. Get right with it within yourself. Number one, whatever it is. Okay. Don't overanalyze stuff. Don't go spying on people. It's about, you need to be ready and open for opportunity, because your faith is going to be restored. I'm telling you that right now. Yep. What's this about? You're just going to have to go with the flow. You really don't fight against this tide. Don't go deep. Don't continue to dig deep. Again, you may not get all the answers. Okay. Sometimes you're not meant to be. You're not meant to have all the answers. Because why? Because you need to leave it there. That's what I get. Being in the flow, because with the flow, you're being pushed. You're not just being pushed, you're being directed in a different direction, in a better way, even though it may not feel like the greatest thing to you right then and there, Virgo. This is going to hit a small group. You are being pushed in a direction. You need to go with the flow. Stop fighting against it. You will have your faith restored. Okay. That's what I get for this group right here. I am in flow with the universe. Stop tide, go with it. All right. That feels right. Yeah. You'll be you'll be feeling blessed in March. I'm telling you right now. Okay. You know what? That one's done. I'm going to take this one up so I have some more room to work. And dirty bird. There we go. Okay. Let's focus on the exchanging gifts. Chop the wood, and no place like home. This literally feels like a home. This is really putting the work into it to make something. And this is like this started out as an idea, as a dream, as I'm picking up on a small group of Virgo. It started out as a dream that seemed like it was forever going to be out of your reach. Okay, that's what I get. It's coming. And then there's a lot of, with chop the wood there, and it's showing me the it'll involve more people than just you. Do you see the flag? That represents tribe to me instantly. That instantly, it's like a close-knit family connection, something along those lines. Okay, sometimes, for example, some of my friends are just tight-knit like family. How? Tribe. We're going to say tribe, okay? Exchanging gifts. I want to see what that's about first, but I'm telling you, this is literally, there's going to be a place that if you've been upheaval, I'm hearing this, if you've had upheaval and home hasn't felt like home, or some of you literally, something may have happened to where your home is not your home, okay? Your faith is going to be restored in March, around the 28th, the 27th through the 28th. Whatever this is about is, it's not whatever, it's about your home. It's literally, you're going to feel like home. There's going to be stability. That's what I'm feeling. And it's not necessarily coming out of nowhere, but there was a lot of limbo, whatever reason, unsure. Okay, you're moving forward. This is moving forward. This could even be on the other spectrum too. What I'm seeing for some is you're actually finally, all that work you put into this home to make it home, you're actually going to be moving into this. But really, the other spectrum here is literally with exchanging gifts. Somebody's going to give you something. What is this? That's the key. Hi, how are you? All right, what is this? I'm going to see gifts. Where's my... I'm seeing the diligent card in my head. No place like home. That's what I'm hearing. Faith is going to be restored. And especially, it's not just March, but especially in April. Like, it's going to be massive faith restored if you've got a situation that's going on like this. But there's a lot of work. There's a lot of more work to be put into it as well. No place like home. But see, the house right here for the situation I'm seeing in my head, it may not be feeling like your home's, it's just hanging out there, right? No. It's being lit. You're being led. What? Have faith. Faith restored. I'm telling you. Faith restored. Exchanging gifts. Whatever the situation you may have in your life, maybe you've never really felt like, home is where the heart is. Maybe you've always felt like that where you're at is not home. But really, I think this is literally about somebody's home. That's what it feels like. Yep. What? And the situation may be making you feel vulnerable. But here's the thing. Do you see the baby carriage right there? This is the bud of a brand new beginning. Exchanging gifts. I'm asking, this is some kind of gift that's going to be given. And I'm not saying somebody's just going to roll over and give you a home. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a lot of work got to be put into whatever this is. What is this about? All right, we'll do it that way. But your faith is going to be restored. All right. This is revolving around some kind of mistake or something that was broken. Why do I see mending? I keep hearing the word mending, but I'm not going to get too far on that yet. This is just generals here. What? All right. So if you've had a situation where your faith almost took and it was supposed to be a gift, or it's saying exchanging gifts, but that's not what I'm looking at. Dance into a different tune in March. Yep. Well, sorry about that, guys. I guess apparently we are under tornado watch. Let me check here. I do this on my phone, so give me a second here. Sorry, guys. I just got a notification of we've got sorry about that. Sorry. Anybody in the local area here? I'm going to continue on the live, but I am going to get up and look outside, okay? Anybody in the local area? Would anybody be able to check that weather real quick? Because my phone just went off with an alert. Wouldn't that be something? Be on a YouTube live doing my readings, and all of a sudden, woo! Actually, I've always, I don't know about you guys, but tornadoes, actually, I kind of like watching them. They're kind of cool. I don't like the devastation they cause, though. Don't get me wrong there. Not at all. All right. Monica, are you still on here? Dana? Okay. Some of you, I'm going to get up and check as soon as I get these two cards, okay? I'm not sure exactly what's all up. Okay, so anyway, we've got the lesson and we've got hope. See, this is not just you. This is Virgos. Could be a coupling. All right. Anyway, with this one right here, exchanging gifts, chopping the wood, is really putting the work in. Some of you, it may not be about, may even actually with hope, if it's between, be restored. And some of you, it may actually just be working together, overcoming a mistake where faith was blown out in a relationship. Others of you, it's actually, there will be faith restored within your life, and it's learning a lesson. Okay, connecting the dots and not making the mistakes of the past for some. Others of you, under the exchanging gifts, and it's pink. Okay, so there is love, family, friends, or lovers. I'm telling you, there is love involved here. There's a work that's going to be put into this and implemented, but it's not going to be feeling like it's no place like home. Like what I mean by how it's just hanging out there. That's not what I'm getting at all. Okay, this is actually going, faith is going to be restored. Belief in a higher power. That's what I keep getting over and over. I'm going to go check real, guys. Just give me a second. I'm going to finish up the readings, but I'm going to check since that alert went off. You never know. Be right back. I'm just going to look out the window. Yeah, don't look too bad to me. Okay. But I learned a long time ago, and I'll get right back on Virgos. I learned a long time ago, because I will, if the alerts go off, I just keep doing whatever I was doing. I learned one time when one came through town to just go ahead and look out the window. Okay. I know there's a lot of storms going on, especially up north and stuff. You guys stay safe up there. I told you guys that there was going to be a hell of an ice storm coming through. Guess what? This is going to be the last big one, but it's here. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, in Illinois. Yeah, I'm in Jerseyville right now, but literally that's what that buzzing was. I'm not going to edit all that out. I'm just going to continue on my readings. But yeah, it just says it was either tornado watch or tornado warning, but it just filled up my whole screen. I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, back onto Virgos. Let's see here. I'll look over here in a second, but yeah, if you guys see anything in that area, let me know. Okay, Virgos, you know what? Let's see what this is about. Attention. We got attention. Okay. Freedom. Recuperation. Where's this going? Some of you, this could do with grieving, however this applies to you. This is not going to hit every Virgo because actually with this one, and it's got the number 5. These are my gypsy deck. I like these. Why am I getting cold chills? Okay, so anyway, grieving. Oh, spirit. Sorry, I was focused on that. Grieving. So this is where I am picking up on and if spirits show up, don't be surprised if the feed starts going funky. Hopefully not, but usually it does. We have grieving right here. So this could be somebody who is, it's definitely going to be hitting. Okay, that's the message. I'm going to give you a message real quick, and then I'm going to move on to the next set of Virgo, okay? We've got no place like home, putting in the work. All right, it's built. This message is going to go out to somebody. This is spirit message because I literally got, I've got cold chills. This one right here. Putting the work in, no place like home. It's rebuilding after somebody is no longer there. And it's showing me recuperation. And it's showing me a female. Then, then it's showing me grieving. Man. Then we've got freedom. It's showing me a woman. Okay, I do believe in this scenario right here. It does feel, what I'm getting off of this, it does feel, it could go either way. But it really, the message that I have is going to be to a man about a female that is no longer there. Okay, this sometimes this is how it happens, guys. This is how it happened reading, but let's see what the message is. Okay, awesome. Thank you. In the West. All right, guys, I got to get through these readings. No, I'm joking. If it's in the West, yeah, I am in the West. I am Western Illinois. It's all right. Okay, guys, do not let March be like a tornado. All right. Anyway, this one right here, I want to get some spirit messages because I think it's just a spirit message that needs to come through. It's not really the ones I want. Let me just focus real quick because I did. My hair stood on end. Usually that's a spirit, or I don't get too worked up about that because I like watching tornadoes, but it was spirit. Let me see here. Let me refocus. Okay, so basically what I'm getting from this one right here is somebody there's going to be exchanging gifts, or there's a thought of exchanging gift. Okay, it's not showing me right now if there's another person I'm getting touched, so there's definitely spirit here. It does feel like a female. Okay. Yep, it's female. Okay, anyway, chop the wood. No place like home. I don't know if you guys can see my arms, but let's see if you can see it. They're starting to slow down right now. But anyway, anybody who's done readings with me and spirit showed up, they'll tell you I get goosebumps head to toe. Okay, so anyway, with grieving, so the situation is on this one I'm picking up, it is a female who has passed away. It does show me, see something else, because there's a tension and there's grieving, okay? And it shows me a sword that's standing alone. This is about, I'm hearing decision as well, okay? So let's see what, chop the wood. I'm piecing it together. I'm supposed to give this message. Chop the wood. And chop the wood right here. We've got a face in the broom. See the face? Okay, so that's thoughts. That's thoughts of a person. Round and around. You're coming to the end of coming around about the situation. Attention, grieving. Okay, show me. Yes, Miss Carrie, I'm in the West. So it's a warning. All right. Hold on. I got it. I'm not going to get into too much details, but there's an ending, a complete ending came here. Complete separation. All right. This is a message from somebody who, a female, she's no longer here. This is being directed towards a man. And it's about some kind of decision. All right. So you must be on here, or yeah, I think so. Yeah, I see that. And that I get. So there's some kind of decision that's going to, even though there's grief, I'm not going to get too far into it. I'm going to tell you, there's a decision that's going to change that person's life, but there's a holding on here. But this is message. What's the message?